the marks of 1,000 students in an examination follows a normal distribution. It means 34.4 and standard deviation standard deviation 16.5. Find the approximate number of students. Find the approximate number of students expected to obtain marks between 30 and 60. So marks of 1,000 students in an examination, it follows a normal distribution. Mean is given. Mean of the normal distribution, again, you know it is mu. Mu is 34.4 and standard deviation sigma is 16.5. Find the approximate number of students expected to obtain marks between 30 and 60. So let us first standardize this. Z is equal to x minus mu by sigma. X minus mu 34.4 divided by sigma is 16.5. Now what we want is probability that 30 less than x less than 60. But we need to standardize this value. So instead of x we want z, correspondingly we take the value of z. That is, for x is equal to 30, what is the value of z? Z is 30 minus 34.4 divided by 16.5. Can anybody tell me the value? 30 minus 34.4
minus 0.2667
minus 0.2.
Yes, ma'am.
But you have in your table, this is the table value that you will be looking for. You can write minus 0.27 because it gives you only two decimal places. You can go for minus 0.27. Further, for x is equal to 60. So that is 60 minus 34.4 divided by 16.5. What's the answer?
1.55.
1.55. Okay, this value should be seen. Now we write probability that 30 less than x less than 60 means it is probability that minus 0.27 less than of z less than 1.55. So what will you get now? How to go for this? Which values will you add? To put it in terms of the area, which value will you add?
Area of 2.27 plus area of 1.55.
Yes. Minus 0.27 it is actually, but we know that area to the left and to the right are same. So we want this whole area. We'll write it as the area. A of 0.27 plus A of 1.55. Take out the values from your table.
0.1064.
Total value you're telling or first one?
First one, ma'am.
Oh, plus
And for 1.55 it was 0.4394.
total value
0.5458.
5458.
0.4394.
Then what's the value here?
It is
Is it
correct.
correct?
0.558.
5458.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, what does this value tell you? Tell us 0.5458. Can you tell it in sentence? What does this denote? 0.5458.
Number of students, probability of number of.
No, is it not the number of students? See what you have written. It's the probability that 30 less than x less than 60 is. What does that mean?
Marks.
Okay, marks. Can you detail it? Can you tell it in sentence? Thirty less than x less than 60. Probability that 30 less than x less than 60 means what it is?
Probability of marks obtained between 30 and 60.
Probability of marks of one student, right? Probability of one student scoring mark between 30 and 60 is 0.545. Now, out of 1,000 students, you want how many students will score the marks between 30 and 60? So, the number of students expected to obtain marks between 30 and 60 is equal to 1000 into 0.5458. So I get 545.8 can written as 546. Are these values correct? Both these values, have you verified others?
Yes, ma'am.
Stable value?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I have written 543, so I asked about 546. One example. This example has been asked 5 times in the video exam. The life of a electric lamp is normally distributed with mean 2040 hours. Mean 2040 hours and standard deviation 60 hours. In a consignment of 2000 lamps, find how many would be expected to burn for first question, more than 2150 hours, 2150 hours. Second one, less than 1950 hours. Third one, between 1920 hours, 1920 hours and 2160 hours. Given that A of 1.5 is 0.4332, A of 1.83 is 0.4664 and A of 2 is 0.4772. So the table values are mentioned in the question itself. So mean U, it is 2040. Standard deviation sigma, it is 60 hours. Mean is 2040 hours. Now, the consignment consists of 2000 labs that we'll do later and we calculate the probability first. So first we have to standardize the standard normal variate. The standard normal variate z is equal to x minus mu by sigma. That is x minus 2040 divided by 60. Now we go for the first question. Probability that x is greater than 2150, right? More than 2150 hours. So probability that x is greater than 2150. So put x as 2150, obtain your result. For x is equal to 2150, get the value of z. -2040 minus 2040 divided by 60.
1.83.
1.8.
So what will you write now? Probability that x is greater than 2150 means it is probability that z is greater than 1.3. So what will be z is greater than 1.83 means? This is your 1.83. Z is greater than
0.5 minus area of 1.83.
Total area towards the right side 0.5 minus A of 1.3, the unshaded part. Total area 0.5 minus the unshaded part, we will get the shaded part. So 0.5 minus A of 1.83 is already given here, 0.4664.
0.0336.
336. So this is the probability that X life of a compressor, life of a electric bulb is greater than 2150 hours. Life of one bulb. Now the consignment has 2000 lamps in it. So we have to multiply whatever the answer is by 1000. Therefore, number of electric lamps having life greater than, more than 2150 hours. In the consignment of 2000 bulbs. In the consignment of 2000 bulbs is 2000 into 0.0336. How much you get? Sorry.
67.2.
67.2. We want the number of bulbs, so write it in integers. It is near equal to 60. Next one, it is how many would be expected to burn for less than 1950 hours. Probability that X is less than 1950. Can you tell the value of that? X equal to 1950 implies that equal to 1950 minus 2040 divided by 60.
Minus 1.5. Minus 1.5.
Then probability that X is less than 1950 is probability that Z is less than minus 1.5. How to go for minus 1.5, less than minus 1.5? This part you know. Z is less than minus 1.5. So we'll write again total area towards the left side 0.5 minus the unshaded portion, that is A of 1.5. What's the value?
0.0668.
0.0668.
0.0668. Okay. Now we have to multiply again, write the sentence. Number of electric bulbs having lifetime less than 1950 hours. Having life less than 1950 hours. That is 2000 into we have 0.068. So how much you get if you multiply by 2000?
133.6, ma'am.
133.6. What will you write it as?
134.
34.
130. Yes. 0.6 is that, so round it up, right? We want integer value. So right, 130. One more, I think, question is that. Between 1920 and 2160, probability that X lies between 1920 and 2160. So for X is equal to 1920, check out the value of Z.
Minus 2.
Then 2190. 3160. X equal to 1925. That is equal to X minus 205. So X is equal to 2160. How much is that?
Plus 2, ma'am.
Plus 2. Okay. So this probability that Z lies between minus 2 and plus 2. Now what is to be calculated, written for in terms of area? Minus
2 times A of 2.
Yes? 2 times A of 2. Area towards the left side or towards the right side is same, you know it. So we'll write it as 2 times A of 2. A of 2 is already given to us, 0.4772.
0.9544, ma'am.
0.9544. Now again go for the number of electric bulbs, electric lamps. Having, write it in complete sentence, having life between 1920 to 2160 hours is equal to 2000 into 0.9544. What's your answer?
1908.8.
1908. Have I written correctly?
Yes, ma'am.
1909. Next example. In a normal distribution, in a normal distribution, 31% of the items are under 45 and 8% of the items are over 64. Find the mean and standard deviation. Find the mean and standard deviation of the distribution. First, see what the question is, understand it clearly. Usually this type of example will also be asked. How to write it? The normal distribution, 31% of the items are under 45. How will you write it mathematically?
Thirty-one by 100.
What it is 31 by 100?
The items under
Mathematically, can you tell me what? How to write it? Symbolically, how will you denote it? 31% of the items are under 45.
Less than 31% of items are less than 45.
I want it in terms of probability. You could put it in terms of probability. Either X or Z, something should be there. What should I write?
probability of X less than 45 is 31 by 100.
Come back once again, please. Probability that
X is less than 45.
X is less than 45
31 by
is
100.
Is it correct? Others?
Yes.
Yes? 31% of the items are under 45. So, probability that is correct actually. X is less than 45. Items are under 45. So, item, let us take it as X now. X is less than 45. It is how much? 31%. So, we'll get it as 0.31. And what about the second one? 8% of the items are over 54. How will you write it?
Probability of X greater than 64.
Is equal to 8%, right? That is 0.08. Probability that X is greater than 64 is 0.0. So with this data, what you have to find is the mu value and the sigma value. So they are asked to mean and standard deviation. So given are these two data for us. So what we do is, first let us standardize the values. We know that Z is equal to X minus mu by sigma. We want these mu and sigma values. Okay. Now, for X is equal to 45, Z is equal to X minus 45 directly. Instead of X, let me put it as 45 minus mu divided by sigma. If X is equal to 45, we get Z is equal to 45 minus mu by sigma. Let us call it as Z1. Let us call it as Z1. Similarly, for the other value is 64. X is equal to 64. Z is equal to 64 minus mu by sigma. So let us call it as Z2. We don't know what that value is. So let us just say them as Z1 and Z2 for our convenience to write. Okay. Now, probability that X is less than 45 means this probability that Z is less than Z1. Because X is less than 45 means Z is less than our value Z1. And how much it is? It is given to 0.31. Now, let me draw the normal curve. Probability that Z is less than some value Z1. We don't know what that value Z1 is. I take Z1. Now, how will you write this? Probability that Z is less than Z1. How to calculate this value? It's your area. How will you write it with respect to area now?
0.5 plus area Z1.
Yes, yes. It is 0.5 plus A of Z1 is equal to 0.3, right? Probability that Z is less than Z1 means we want the whole area to the left side. So write as 0.5 plus A of Z1 means 0.3. Now, what is A of Z1 from this equation? A of Z1, it is 0.31 minus 0.5.
Minus 0.19.
Minus 0.19. So, A of Z1, when you go for the table, when you write A of 0.5, okay, for 0.5 you will look for the value and you will get some answer. Now, we don't know what this value is, but the answer is 0.19. So, look in your table where you have 0.19. Are you getting what I am telling? Usually, let me go to the previous example. Here. Okay. A of 1.5 is 0.4332. I'll just write an example. A of 1.5, it is 0.4332. Okay. So what you usually do is you will look for this value 1.5. In the table, you will get 0.4332. Now, we don't know what this value is. This is our Z1 now. but answer is known to us. We know that value is 0.4332. Now you have to find this Z1 from the table. It is just the reverse way of looking at the table. So look where you have 0.19 in your table. Forget about the minus value. Where you have, for what value of A, for what value of this, we have 0.19. Check it and tell me.
Madam, three values are there.
Which is the least one?
0.1915 and 50 and 85.
0.5.
0.5.
See, one where you are getting smallest value, because you have 4 decimal places there. What all values you have? Maybe you have 0.01, you have 0.05 like that. Take the least value, smallest value which is here.
Least value is 0.5.
Okay, so you have to take 0.5. That becomes our Z1. Z1 will be 0.5. A of Z1 is 0.19. Okay, so Z1 becomes 0.5. But here minus is there. So in the table we don't have any minus carry. When you look at the table, this implies Z1 has to be minus. This implies that we take minus for our Z1. So we will take Z1 as minus 0.5. This equation, call this as 1 and this as 2. Now substitute this value of Z1 in equation 1. Put the value of Z1 in equation 1. Substituting in 1, what it implies? 45 minus mu divided by sigma is minus 0.5. So we get an equation here, simplify this. 45 minus mu is equal to minus 0.5 sigma, or you can write mu minus 0.5 sigma is equal to 45. Taking this mu on the other side, it becomes plus mu. So mu minus 0.5 sigma is equal to 45. I have to call this as equation 2. Now we go to the second one. Okay, this now we did for this. We'll go to the second probability given to us. Probability that x is greater than 64 is 0.08. Probability that x is greater than it is 0.08. Now we have written for x is equal to 64, we have written z is equal to z2. So probability that x is greater than 64 implies probability that z is greater than z2 is 0.08. Now how will you write with respect to area for z greater than z2? Let me take Z2 here. How will you write z greater than z2 here from the figure? What should be written?
0.5 minus
0.5.
0.5 minus.
Yes. Total area to the right side, 0.5. Minus will subtract this unshaded part, this question only, 0 to z2. That is a of z2 is 0.08. We want a of z2. So what is a of z2? Is 0.5 minus 0.08. Is it 0.42?
Yes, ma'am.
Now look at the table in the reverse way again. Check for what value of that table we have inside the table 0.42. What is that value of z2? So that your answer should be 0.42. 1.41. Other is 1.46. What's the value?
1.41, ma'am.
41. Okay. So z2 is 1.41. Here you can see that it is positive only, so we'll take positive value. Now substitute this in equation 2. Substituting in equation 2. So what you have written there in equation 2 is 64 minus mu divided by sigma is equal to z2. Instead of Z2, we'll write the value 1.41. Again, simplify this to get an equation. So 1.41 sigma equals to 64 minus mu, or we can put it as mu plus 1.41 sigma is equal to 64. Call this as equation 4. Now solve these two equations. Solving 3 and 4. 3 is mu minus 0.5 sigma. Mu minus 0.5 sigma is equal to 45. And here you have mu plus 1.41 sigma is equal to 54. Use your calculator to solve this. Don't solve it analytically. It takes lots of time. Though you may feel that it is simple, but
Mu equals to 49.974.
what about new value I tell you? 49.
49.974.
49.97.
Yes, ma'am.
973.
9.947.
Sigma
9.947.
9.94.
76.
Oh, these are the values. So you can even write it as 50. And here it is, or else keep as it is also, no problem. That's all, you write 49.99, no problem. And here you can write it as 10. Did you understand this example? Here, please?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Usually, will be asked, yes.
Yesterday we left with an example, last two parts, ma'am. Out of which I got one more is
You didn't do that? Or you didn't get
mod of x minus 30 is greater than 40.
mod of 30 greater than 45. Convert it in terms of blood now. What happened?
And the x is x minus 30, right?
Mod of x minus 30 should be greater than 45. Mod of x minus is greater than 45, right? This is it. How to take it? How will you write it usually? Mod z is less mod x is less than 1 means what will you write?
Minus 45 is less than x minus 30 and greater than plus 45.
X lies between plus 1 and minus
9
1.
minus 1.
Right? Now here what will you write? X minus 30 will lie between minus 45 and plus 45. Right? Now we want x here. We don't want x minus 30. So add 30 on both sides. Minus 45 plus 30. It is like totally adding 30 on the whole. It becomes like this. What will you get?
Madam, it is greater than 45.
Okay, greater than 47. So what will you write? Mod x is greater than 1 means what will you write? Greater than 1 means what will you write? Then we should do it separately. Or if it is less, I hope you understood this. I'll just complete this. If it is less, you have to go this way. It comes like this. Minus 15 less than x less than 75. So x lies between minus 15 and 75. For this, you have to calculate z value and write the answer. Okay. Now, what will you take if mod z is, mod x is greater than 1 means what will you write usually? This is minus 1, and this is plus 1. Mod x is greater than 1, less than 1, minus 1 to plus 1. Greater than 1 is what will you take? What should be taken greater than 1 means?
From 1 to infinity.
Yes,
then minus
from
1
1
to
to
minus
infinity and again minus infinity to minus 1.
Yes, ma'am.
Is my sound echoing?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know why it is going to be. Yes. So it should be from 1 to infinity and again minus infinity to minus 1 we want if x is greater than 1 means. So here x minus 30 is greater than 45 means what will you write it as? Mod x is greater than 1 implies x should be greater than 1 and x should be less than minus 1. Okay? Mod x is greater than 1 means x should be greater than 1 here and x should be less than minus 1. So instead of x, we have x minus 30 is greater than 45. Since this is 45, I will just draw one more line. This is our 45. Mod of x minus 30 should be greater than 45 means x minus 30 should be greater than 45 and x minus 30 should be again less than minus 45. So what will you write it as? X minus 30 should be greater than 45. Like we are written here. Mod x is greater than 1 means x should be greater than 1. So mod x, think it as x, capital X, alright. Greater than 45 means x is greater than 45 will write. That is x minus 30 is greater than 45. This implies x is greater than, alright, 75. X is greater than 75. Next one, mod x is greater than 1 means one more value you are taking is x is less than minus 1 here. So what will you write here? X minus 30 is less than minus 45. Or it is x is less than minus 45 plus 30. Add 30 on both sides. X is less than minus 15. So to go for x greater than 75 and x less than minus 15. See here it is minus 15 to 75. Mod x is less than, I have taken less than here, right? So if you take mod of x minus 30 is less than 45, so to go for values between minus 15 and 75. So if x mod of x minus 5 is greater than 45 means apart from this you have to go for the remaining values. Even you can write that way also. Even you can write that suppose it is mod x is greater than 1, you can write it as 1 minus mod x is less than 1. You can go this way. Is it not? Mod x is less than 1 means you will write between minus 1 and plus 1. Mod x, if you want greater than 1, leaving these two values, you will take the other remaining values, x greater than 1 and x less than 1. So total value, you know, probability is always 1. You can write it as 1 minus mod x less than 1. You can go that way also, or else if you want to calculate, you have to simplify like this. Take the corresponding. Now you got the x values here. Take the corresponding values of z and then find the table. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Let us solve some more examples in the next class, and I think that will end up your third module. Some more examples of normal distribution you need to do. Next we go to the last module, fifth module. We have joint probability distribution and sampling.